So what you have in this picture here is Europe, Africa, and Asia all coming together. What was the city right there that was so important to everybody? Serbia's going to be over here. Okay, what's it called? Istanbul, but it used to be called Constantinople. So it's not going to be Istanbul until a little bit later, but Constantinople, right? Okay. Now, we're going to pick this apart and we're going to look at why it's important to Russia. So what's these right here? Here, let's look. Okay, so you've got the Black Sea. Here's the real map. There's Russia, Germany, whatever. Here's Constantinople. Very important for trade. This is the only warm water port that Russia has. Everything else is up here. It's in the Baltic Sea and it's on the White Sea. It's super cold, right? They have a lot of their ships in here and a lot of their trading vessels as well. If this is closed off, Russia's going to be, it's almost like a blockade for them, right? So this is important to Russia. And the whole time, here's the Balkans, right? Here's the Balkans and here's Serbia. It's not the same right now. The Russians wanted to be the leaders of the Slavs. So Serbia is going to be Russia's cousin, little cousin, because Russia's huge and Serbia is small. So the Russians wanted to be the leaders of the Slavs. That meant that they would have to control the Balkans, which is this area right here, like Greece and above. Okay? All right. Now, the English, do they have a lot of colonies? Yes. Where were a lot of those colonies? Forget about the United States and North and South America. Where were they? All right, well, let's focus on Asia. In order to get to their colonies in Asia, India, Hong Kong, Australia, whatever, you can go a couple ways, right? The long way is to go around what? Africa, which is very dangerous, very expensive, takes a long time too, right? But there's this neat little shortcut right here. And what's this canal called? There's two canals you got to know. We talked about the Panama Canal, remember? And then this one is called the Suez Canal. Suez Canal is basically between Egypt and, the Asian, I guess, peninsula, you would say, Saudi Arabia. You got the Red Sea here, right? So this, by going this way, that is going to totally shorten the trip around Africa. So for England and trading, because trade is everything, England wants to be able to control this area as well. Because if they don't control it and somebody actually takes over the Suez Canal area, then they're going to not be blockaded, but that's going to be a problem for them as well. Okay. And third, let's just say this is Iraq, here's Tigris, Euphrates, rivers, and, okay, here's the Persian Gulf, right? Okay. Okay, you see that thing?
Yeah.
All right. The Germans are going to eventually, this is the Ottoman Empire, it's not going to be Turkey yet, it's pretty much, it's Turkey. The Germans want to create a railroad that's going to go all the way down the Persian Gulf, and that way they can trade, save tons of money, and they can do all that stuff over there as well. How is it, let's say the Germans do that. How is this a problem? How is this a problem for Russia and England, possibly? Well, if there's a railroad through here and the Germans and the Ottoman Turks control that area, what happens to Russia, possibly? What's my hand doing? It's blocking them off. They can't get their ships out. And do you have to sell products to survive? Absolutely. Trading's everything, right? So the Russians are going to be in a pretty pickle if the Germans were allowed to do that. And then the English would also, because I know the Suez Canal is down here, but still, this is a huge trading area. Everybody trades there, okay? So all three nations have a stake in controlling the Balkans. Now you got to remember, the people in the Balkans too want their own stuff as well, and that's going to come next. All right? Okay. So let's see what we got on here. What time do you guys get out here? 51. Okay, I'm going to stop there today because that's where I stopped with the other class. Any questions?